everyone and welcome back to my channel. So we missed a week, so I hope you didn't miss me too much. I've got a really exciting video today. Sorry, I've got hair on my foot. Does anyone else have that with wooden floor? My hair is all over this floor. It might as well be a carpet. I've like literally, can you see this? I'm really out of myself right now. Can you see that? Just a bunch of hair. I molt like a fucking dog. Right, just going off topic a little bit. So I've got a really exciting video today and something that I wanted to do just because of the influx of questions that I got about it. So yeah, I thought I'd just get everything in one space, do one video, get all the information out there and all my experiences with everything all in one place. So yeah, basically I've had lip filler. This is something I've wanted to do for a while, but I've never really had the balls to do it just because of the pain. I was worried about how they would look. I didn't really want them to look really fake. And there's just quite a big stereotype around lip filler. So lip filler has become quite a trend over social media and just in the world recently, especially recently. I mean, it's been around for quite a while. Yeah, it's been around, well, it's Botox, isn't it? It's been around for ages, but it's really become quite a trend recently. And my aesthetics nurse, Olivia, from Nova, Northampton, I'll put all her like details down below. She was so good. She's so good, and she's so precious, but she's so lovely. But when I went in, she consulted me and she was like, I want to make sure that I'm not doing it just for a trend, just because, oh, I want lip filler, but like just for a week, and then you don't really want it. So I assured her this is something that I have wanted for quite a while, maybe like a few years. It was never something I wanted when I was younger. When I was younger, I really wanted a boob job, but I think I've just got used to my little itty bitties. But I did just want a little bit of a plump in my lips because I have been a little bit insecure about them recently. And yeah, that's why I got lip filler. In no way is this video promoting or encouraging people to get Botox, lip filler, any sort of like plastic surgery. Absolutely no way. You can do what you want. You are beautiful within yourself, but I had the power to change something that I wanted to change and that I was insecure about, so I just went ahead and did it. Judge me all you want, I really couldn't care less. It's something that I wanted to do myself, so that's what you've got to learn. I was so nervous to say that I'd got lip filler or any type of filler. I've only got lips, but you know what I mean. Just because I didn't want the backlash. I didn't want people to say, oh my god, you're so fake, oh my god, but you're all for like loving yourself and whatever. Yeah, I am, and yes, I do, I'm learning to, but this is just something that I wanted and I can do what I want. Like, your opinion is completely irrelevant. It's, if I wanted to do it, then I'm gonna go and do it, okay? And that's what people should take on board as well. If it's something that you want to do and you're 100% sure that you want to do it, just do it. Everyone's gonna have an opinion on you regardless, good or bad, so you might as well do whatever you want to do. So when I said I'd got lip filler, actually I put Nova's Instagram page here. When I said that I got lip filler, I had a ridiculous amount of questions come in from people that I know, from people that I don't know, and I answered them all individually, but I thought I might as well film a video where it's all in one place and I get questions that multiple people are asking me, they're asking me the same questions, so I might as well answer it where everyone can see it. So that's why I thought I'd do a video on it, and yeah, I just really wanted to talk about it as well because I'm obsessed, and she deserves all like the love and everything. She did an amazing job. I don't know if you can see. Like, they still look so natural, but they've had 1 mil. I had 1 mil, and I used to think that was loads, and they still look so natural, so I'm really happy with them. But anyway, I'll get into the video and I'll start answering some questions. So I just put a story up with the little question box for people to ask me questions. So we'll go for the first one. How much did it cost? So Nova, Olivia, her prices are for 0.5 mil, £150, and for 1 mil, £190. I know prices can vary. They are not the standard prices for lip filler. Every salon, boutique, aesthetics technician is completely different. I've had people who do it a lot cheaper. I've had people say that it's a lot more expensive. It differs between the nurse and how much they charge, how much the products charge. like just their service, it just completely differs. But Olivia's are 150 for 0.5 and 190 for 1 mil. How did you find a place that was legit and that you could trust? I'm thinking of getting them done. How exciting. So basically, one of my friends, Katie Joseph, she gets her lips done at Nova with Olivia, and I'm absolutely obsessed with her lips. I saw them fresh off the needle. I was just absolutely obsessed, and I told her that I'd wanted them done, but I was too scared, like I was too shy, I don't know whether to get them done, all of that. And she was like, Leah, like just do it. So I asked Nova, I spoke to her, and she was just so like, I don't know what the word is, not encouraging, but she just felt like very supportive, even like just over message. That I'd never spoken to her before, so just over message she still felt so comfortable and so supportive. So I was like, ah, this is a good sign. Olivia took me into consideration, and I told her like it was the first time, I was quite nervous, and she was very personal with me and quite caring and very comfortable. She made me feel very comfortable. So I thought, my friends got them done and I trust Katie, she's a reliable source. And just the feel that I got already, and I loved her work. Definitely check out the aesthetics nurses' work, their previous work, and I took inspiration from her work. So I screenshotted a few things that I liked about someone's lips, so that I wanted her to do on mine. I said I like the cupid's bow on this, I like the plumpness on this, I like how wide they are on here. So I took everything together from her work, so she'd done it herself, and then she could apply it onto my lips. Obviously like everyone's lips are different, but she like did her best or whatever. So yeah, I asked around a lot, but I found this nurse through a friend, and she made me feel really comfortable online. So yeah, that's basically how I did it. Will these affect your face when you're older? So this is probably a question for Olivia or any other nurse, but I don't think they do. Lip filler isn't a permanent thing, it's not like a tattoo. They will die down in, I think it's like 3 to 6 months. Everyone's different, but they're not a permanent thing, they will die down. Obviously, if I got like 5 mil in my lips, I don't even know anyone with 5 mil, but if I got something like that in my lips, then obviously there's going to be a lot of excess skin and they might be a little bit like saggier or more creased. Is that complete bullshit? I don't actually know. So maybe then it will affect your lips, but I just think if you're careful with it, and if you do it as, I want to say as naturally as possible, but that's not everyone's desired look, but if you just don't do it ridiculously, like 5 mil or whatever, then I don't think it should affect you when you're older. But even then, I don't know if 5 mil would. I don't know. Does anyone even get 5 mil? I don't know. But no, I don't think it does, just because it's not a permanent procedure. Someone said, not a question, but they look so nice and natural. I know, and I've done, this is the first time doing makeup with them, and I'm absolutely obsessed. And I just think they look quite plump. Like, they don't look really ducky. Like, when I first got them done, I was like, fucking hell. She was like, you've swollen up a lot. I was like, yeah, I know. But I was a little bit nervous when I got them done, because I really didn't want them to look really ducky, but I felt assured by Olivia and everything that it was going to be fine, and it is. But after it died down, I kind of looked at them and was thinking, oh, like, there's not actually much of a difference, but everyone around me is telling me there's a difference, so I've probably got used to it. But yeah, I'm really glad with how natural they look. I'm really, really happy with that. Do you have to get them retouched? So if I want to keep the plumpness and keep my lips how they are, like I said, filler does fade over time. I think it just like your body just eats away at it. So yeah, you do like get top ups and stuff, but that's up to you, like if you want to get top ups or whatever, but most people do. Where did Olivia get her degree in aesthetics qualifications from? So she's a radiology nurse, so works with cancer patients and radiotherapy and stuff. And I'm pretty sure she went to Birmingham. I don't know if it was Uni or City. She went to Birmingham University, one of the two. Or was there 3 in Birmingham? Or is Aston Birmingham? I can't remember. But she went to a Birmingham University. This is probably something to ask her, because I'm not going to be clued up on this as much as her. But yeah, she's basically like a qualified radiologist nurse, and she does aesthetics on the side, but I don't know what course or anything that she did. I'd go and ask her if I was you, but I should probably know that actually. I don't know why I didn't ask, but she just made me feel so comfortable, so I was like, yeah, do whatever you want. What product, amount and technique was used? I'm pretty sure she used Rejuviderm. I'm pretty sure it's Rejuviderm or Juvederm. I don't know if it's got, no, it's Revelax or Juvederm. I think it's Juvederm that she used on my lips, and she used the Russian technique, so from going in instead of, what did she say? From going like outside in and outside in. She said she's been doing that quite a bit and she's loving the outcome of that, and so are her clients. So I was like, yeah, sounds good to me. And she used 1 mil on my lips. I had 4 needles in the bottom and 6 on the top, but she like pushed it in and then she like moved it around so I could feel it going like that. So I only got 10 needles, and she did have to swap over halfway through because the needle was getting quite tough, and I feel like there was 0.5 in one and 0.5 in another. But yeah, I've got 1 mil in my lips. Did it hurt at all, and how long was the recovery time? This is exactly how it feels. It feels, so I was numbed to shit. I had numbing cream plastered on my face, definitely was dribbling at some point, and because I talk so quickly and so I just talk a lot, we were chatting away, and I did that, like I just can't say a word. I'll mispronounce a word, or just my lips will just go blah, blah, blah. So I was numbed to shit, and thank fuck for that, because it would have been so painful. But the only way that I can describe it, Hannah was in the room as well, my sister, and she said it was a tiny needle. The only way I could describe it is popping a lip spot, but just like a scratch. You know, like if you like scratch the top of a lip spot off, it was kind of like that. Because normally if I pop like a spot around my lips, my eyes are streaming, it's so painful. It's not like that, but it's a similar kind of feeling. My eyes did stream just because, I think, not because it was painful or I was crying or anything. I think it's just because of like it being on my face. Like I know if you hit your nose, your eyes will stream. It's just all to do with that. But it literally just felt like a scratch, like when you get a blood test, you know, you feel a little scratch. And then, yeah, kind of like a lip spot, but I didn't feel any product coming in. You know when you get a jab and you can feel the product, not the product, the stuff going in. I didn't feel any of that. And yeah, it just felt like popping a lip spot kind of thing. How long was the recovery time? So they were swollen, this is 2 days post lip filler. They were swollen for the whole day, and then I woke up the next morning and they were fine. It still hurts to like tense my lips, you know when you go like, it still hurts to do that, like if I say one, the W, that hurts a bit. But I can like touch them, they're fine, I've got makeup on them. Mine, I'm very lucky, have got the tiniest bruise just on the top. You can't see it because I've got makeup on, but they have got one tiny bruise, and everyone's saying that I'm so lucky to have not as much bruising, because people say they literally look like they've been hit in the face, but I've just got one near my cupid's bow, and that's it really. I'm not really bruised much, but I was very swollen at the beginning. Do your lips feel different, like when you rub them together, eating, etc.? I did struggle to eat after having them done, just because they felt so weird and they did hurt a little bit. And when I first got them done, they were rock solid. Like they are still, I can kind of feel the filler, but nothing major. They are still a little bit hard, but rubbing together, I can kind of feel the filler a little bit, and it does hurt, but nothing major. But yeah, they did feel quite hard when I first got them done, but I think that's literally because I have 1 mil of silicone or whatever the hell it is in my mouth, in my lips. Did you feel pressured to get them done because you're an influencer? I'm not an influencer. I'm not, I would not call myself an influencer, but thank you, I'm gonna take that. I did not feel any pressure to get mine done. That's one thing, I won't give in to peer pressure. Like it's the same with like drugs and stuff. Like I've never done drugs. Like people around me always do, and I was the one that never did. So I stick to my own guns. If I don't want to do something, I'm not going to do it, and if I want to do something, then I will do it. So yeah, I don't really give into peer pressure. I've learned that over time, that you've got to be a strong ass bitch. But yeah, definitely not from social media. Like I said, it is a trend, and so many people have it done, and a lot of people have work done to their face, but I didn't feel like I was forced to get it done. It's something I wanted done, and it balances out my face and everything. Friends around me have got it done, but it wasn't like I felt like I needed to get it done to fit in. It was nothing to do with that. It is something that I've always been interested in, and I always overline my lips to shit, and it would be so much easier if I had a filler in. So yeah, no, I don't think there was any pressure, but I know some people can feel pressure to fit in with the culture around Instagram and stuff. But my advice to that is just, you just got to be yourself and just do what you want to do. If you want to get a lip filler, if you want to get cheek filler, if you want to get jaw filler, do it if you want. If you don't, then you don't need to. Like, you're just beautiful without, like, there's no need. But a lot of people on these platforms have a lot of work done, and they're not as honest about it either, and this is why I wanted to be really honest about this. Even though it's something so small, I wanted to be honest about it and open, because some people aren't, and girls, young girls, middle-aged girls, teenage girls, women, they think that is a realistic expectation of a woman. They think, is it BBL when they take fat from your stomach to your bum or something? Or like they take ribs out, some of your ribs. I used to look at people and think, oh my god, their waist is so small, like I want mine to be like that. But you've got to have money to get a waist that small. You've got to have money to get a bum that big. You've got to have money to get your face so perfect and symmetrical. And these people aren't as open about it as I personally think they should, or other people online. So that is why I want to be open about this. But yeah, it's a very unrealistic expectation, which is why people feel pressured into getting it done just because other people do on the platform and they're not as honest about it. So yeah. Are you going to keep getting them done, or are you happy as they are already? I am so happy with how they look right now. I know it's 2 days post treatment, so I don't know if they're still a tiny bit swollen, but I am so happy with them. Obviously they're not permanent, like I said, they do fade over time. However, we've got a little bit of an issue. So if you've watched my skin journey, you will know that I'm going on Roaccutane soon, hopefully. And my next dermatologist appointment is at the beginning of November. So it was fine to get my lips done now before the whole course of Roaccutane starts. But if I do get put on Roaccutane in November, I will probably be on a 6-month treatment, 6-month course. So where would that take us to? December, January, February, March, April, May. Oh my god, so May next year. Yes, I'll be on it till May next year. And then after May, so I'll finish the treatment. And then if you want to get any cosmetic procedures done to your face, or actually I think it's anything, you have to wait a year. So I'd have to wait till May 2022 to get a top up. And that's what Olivia's told me. She works closely with a dermatologist, so she knows her shit. I think other people may say different things, but this is what I've been told, and I'm going to trust Olivia on this. So yeah, just bear that in mind if you're going on any Roaccutane or any other skin treatment. You're going to have to wait until the course finishes, and then a year after that. So by then my lips would have definitely dissolved. They would have, like, the filler would have dissolved 100%, but I may still have more of a shape, just where the filler's like shaped out my lips. But I think people always say that it's addictive, and I understand now, because I'm really happy. My confidence has gone whoop. So I'm really happy with them, so I probably will get top-ups, but like I said, I'm going to have to wait till May 2022. Are they fading lip fillers? Like biodegradable but in lip filler version. So like I said, they're not permanent, they do dissolve over time. I think it's 3 to 12 months or 3 to 6 months. Everyone's different, so yeah, they do like biodegrade over time. Someone said, for advice, check your practitioner's work for months in advice, better safe than sorry. This is exactly what I did. This is exactly what I did. I saw so many of her clients' lips on her page, and I was making sure, like, okay, this is what I want, this is what I want. And Olivia does them very natural. She doesn't do them as like ducky or as pouty. She does them quite natural, and that is exactly what I was looking for. I literally bagged a good one. I'm so happy I went with her. So yeah, always check your practitioner's work, or ask for work if you haven't seen enough. What aftercare was advised? So after I got my lips done, I was given a little goodie bag. So I got a pot of Vaseline just to keep them hydrated. I got a pot of, I can't remember what she called it, but it's basically like bruising treatment to like help prevent bruising and help like soothe the bruising or whatever. I got some love hearts just to have a little bit of sugar after all the needles and everything. And then I got a cool pack as well. It's in like the shape of the lip. It's actually downstairs in the fridge, but you put it on your lip just to like soothe them, try and like prevent bruising, all of that stuff. So I was given a little care pack, and she also told me lots of stuff as well. So after treatment, you need to try and stay away from your lips and not put like anything near it. Always wash your hands before you touch your lips, wash your hands before you put your finger in the pot, wash your makeup brushes, all of that, because you really want to avoid infection, just because you've had like kind of open wounds from the needle. You really want to avoid infection, otherwise I think that could just get a little bit fucked up. You can't go on sunbeds. I think it was for 48 hours after. I thought it was going to be like a week or more. But she was like, no, it's just 48 hours after. So that's advice if anyone goes on beds. She said after 2 weeks to start massaging your lips, just to really, because the filler starts to set after 2 weeks, and once it's set in your lips, you can then start to like massage it just to make it more plump, natural, and I think just to like kind of like spread it around your lips. So that's what she advised as well. And to be fair, I think that might be it. She also gave me a fresh mask because of everything going on right now. She gave me a fresh mask to also stop infection and spread of bacteria. So she gave me a fresh mask. And I think that's it, to be fair. I can't think of anything else that she said. Was your desired look achieved? 110%. What? That hurt a little bit. 110%. I'm so happy with them. Even when I smile, you can now see it. I'm so happy with them. Did it hurt, and what was most painful? So the most painful bit for me, everyone normally says my battery's flashing red. That's annoying. Everyone normally says the cupid's bow is the worst, but mine was definitely straight under, directly under here, my bottom lip. That fucking hurt. I felt it. She gave me a little squidgy as well, and I could feel it, and I was like, oh, that's not nice. But that was probably the most painful. Also, Olivia was in full PPE. It was really good, like all the COVID, everything, all the COVID restrictions and things that needed to be put in place was definitely achieved. It was absolutely fine. Wore a mask, Hannah wore a mask, she wore a mask, she wore a veil as well. Veil? A vise and a little like apron thing and gloves and everything. It was absolutely fine. That's pretty much it. So quite a few questions. There were quite a few of the same questions in there as well. So I hope I've covered everything that you guys wanted me to. What I would just say is just go to someone who you trust, who makes you feel comfortable, who doesn't pressure you to do anything, and whose work you really, really like. Don't just get it done for the sake of it. You need to go to someone who you want to do the right look for you. You want to do a good job. Don't just go to someone for the sake of it just because they're cheap or anything. So yeah, that's what I'd say, and make sure that they make you feel comfortable, confident, all of that. So that's really it, and I really couldn't rave more about Olivia at Nova Northampton. She's done an amazing job. She's an amazing person. She does amazing things outside of work as well. So yeah, if you're in Northampton and looking to get a lip filler, 110% check her out. Drop her a DM, try and get booked in. Honestly, I'm so happy with them. Like, I'm so happy with them. And that's it. So I hope you enjoyed this little video. Hopefully it's not too long. If you've got any more questions, comment them down below. If you've got any more medical questions, medically advised questions, then drop Olivia a DM. She's just at Nova Northampton. I'll put her out down below in the description. And yeah, I hope you're having a lovely Sunday, and I will see you next week.